Om Shanti. This is Sakar Murli of 25th February 2023. Essence. Sweet children, only by following the elevated directions of Sri Sri, the most elevated one, will you become Sri Narayan from the ordinary humans. There is victory through faith. Question. What speciality should the direct creation of the God definitely have? Answer. That of remembering constantly cheerful. The jewel of knowledge should constantly emerge from the mouth of God's creation. Their behavior has to be very royal. Their behavior should not be such that is dishonor the Father's name. To cry, fight, and quarrel, and to eat impure food are they not the qualities of the God's children? If those who have called themselves the children of the God cry or do anything wrong, they lost the Father's honor. This is why you children have to be very, very cautious. Constantly have God's intoxication and remember cheerful. Om Shanti. The Father has to see the faces of the children. There is no sage or holy man here. It is Bab Dadas and the children here. This is called the family of God. God means the Supreme Father. His children is Brahma, and then there are the you Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. He is the Father of the world. In fact, anyone in the world has three fathers. First is the incorporeal father, second is the Prajapita Brahma, and third one the physical father. However, no one knows this. They make images etc., but they don't know when he comes. There is the image of Shiva and also images of Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar, but no one knows that part of to play or why their names are remembered, although they have studied a great deal and hundreds and thousands of people go to listen their lecturers. It is as through they know nothing in front of you children. Everyone has a complete great intellect. Baba comes and clean your intellect. You know everything. The Father is the highest on high. He is now creating a new creation. A new creation is needed for the new world. Gandhiji too used to say that there is to be new world and the old new kingdom. Only in the Bharat is there the one kingdom of the golden age. There is the kingdom of just the Sun dynasty Lakshmi Narayan. Then there is the Moon dynasty kingdom. And so the Sun dynasty disappears. It is then called the Moon dynasty kingdom. Yes, they do know that Lakshmi and Narayan existed previously. But it could still be called the kingdom of Rama and Sita. Therefore, Brahma is not the creator, only the Father is the creator. Shiv Baba, the creator, comes and tells you how he creates the new creation. I create the Brahmins through Brahma. Therefore, you surely have to receive the inheritance from the Father. If people were to understand even this tiny matter, they could be very fortunate of 21 births. They could never experience sorrow or even become widowed. None of them has this total intoxication in their intellect. It is very easy. Song. Having awakened my fortune I come. Om Shanti. You have come to this Patashala. Whose Patashala? The Patashala of Srimad Bhagavat. They have then named it as Bhagavad Gita. Srimad is that of the most elevated Supreme Soul. He is giving his children elevated directions. Previously, you were following the devilish directions of Ravan. You are now receiving directions from God, the Father. I am not just your Father. I am your Father, your teacher, and also your Sadguru. Those who being to me say, Shiv Baba, I have becoming your through the mouth of Brahma. They promise I belongs to you. I will remember you. I will be reminds you as Baba to say that you are mine. Now follow my directions. By following Srimad, you will become elevated like Lakshmi and Narayan. This is a guarantee. You were made Narayan from an ordinary man into the Lakshmi and the ordinary woman of the previous cycle too. No human beings can say this. No one could have the knowledge of to say this. Only the Father says, "My children, I teach you Raj Yoga and make you into the masters of the heaven once again." The golden age is the world of Allah. God is called Allah. At this time, all of the dangles up and down. The eagle comes and attract to you. Here Maya also attract you. You continue to become unhappy. The Father now says, "I am now taking your way to from this arrow, from the ocean of poison to an ocean of milk." There is no ocean of milk in reality. They say that Vishnu is laying on the ocean of milk in the substill region. Those are simply words of praise. Now I, the ocean of knowledge, I am making you children into the masters of heaven by sitting on the pyre of lust. You have been burnt and become ugly. I come and rain knowledge on you. You become beautiful. It is mentioned in the scriptures that the children of the king Sakara were burnt. They have made by many stories. The Father now says, "Remove all those things from your intellect. Now listen to me. Those who intellects have doubt on the lead of destruction now have faith to me, because an intellect with faith will be victorious. You will become the beads of the rosary of victory." The significance of the rosary has also been explained to you. The rosary have been also explained to the victory to make those who have good service. The beads that do you the best service are placed ahead the rosary of Rudra. They will then be go ahead the rosary of Vishnu. It is the number wise. First there are the 108 and then the rosary of 16,000 is added. It is not that in the golden and silver ages there will just 108 princes and the princesses. As expansion takes place, the rosary becomes bigger. When the number of the subjects grows, the number of princes and princesses should be surely grown. The Father says, "If you don't understand anything, then ask. O my beloved children, my knowing know. You will know the world tree. This tree never become old. You know then the path of devotion begins. This is the Kalpa tree. Kamdenu is sitting beneath it. It must be definitely have the Father too. You are also now sitting the beneath of the tree, and the new tree is to be begun. Hundreds of thousands of subjects have been created, and then it will be continue to be created. However, to become a king is the little difficult. In this too, it is the ordinary and the pure ones will be go ahead. Baba says, "I am the Lord of the poor. Donations are given to the poor. I come and place whose stone are the intellect, wrong backs and the sinful souls. You sit and give knowledge to even the sannyasis. No one can become the deity without become the Brahmin. Those who were in the deity clan have come into the Brahmin clan, because only when you can go into the deity clan. Everyone is sins. You are the mother, I am the father, but you have the practical relationship. This is the new creation of Brahmins. The highest of two are the Brahmins. It is God, the highest on high, and then the godly community. Therefore, you should have too much intoxication of being the grandchildren of God and the children of Prajapita. God's children must constantly remember cheerful. They must never cry. Here, many of you call themselves Brahma Kumars and Kumaris cry, especially the Kumaris. Men cannot cry. Who who cry defame the Father's name. They appear on the slave of the Maya. They don't appear on those who belongs to Shiv Baba. Internally, Baba understands everything, but externally, he doesn't show anything. Otherwise, they could fall into even more. Baba says, each of you must look after yourself. Those who defame the Sadguru can never claim the high status. They have to understand that they could never claim the throne of the kingdom. You must remain constantly cheerful. Only when you remain cheerful here and remain cheerful of 21 births, it is not big thing in the lecturer. This is the very easy. You have to become like Krishna. So remain constantly cheerful now and let jewels of knowledge constantly emerge in your mouth. I, this soul, have received wealth from the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul. Whatever I, this soul, have imbibed, I continue to donate this through my mouth. You need to stay just like that. The Baba has taken the body on the loan and continue to donate. Although superficially Baba gives love to someone, he sees when someone's behavior is much. He will dishonor his name and he knows that his heart that it will not be able to climb a status. Baba also received the complaints. This one is a child of God, so why is he or she crying? God's behavior could be lost here. Could it not? Some cry or fight and eat impure food. If deities cried, that could be something else. But here, you are the direct child of the God. So, what could be your destination? You must not perform such a wrong actions that you lose Father's honor. You need to be caused in every respect. God is teaching you at this time. There are as many opinions as there are human beings. No two people opinions are the same. The Father explains, you are sitting here and to make your fortune the high on high. No one apart from the God can elevate your fortune. You are Lakshmi and Narayan at the beginning of the golden age world. Only God creates the how did you give and the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan. No one knows how to the king and queen subjects here. Baba explains, I came at the confluence age of the cycle and established the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan. Baba says, I am giving you to take the of the kingdom. Tilak of the kingdom, if I, creator of the heaven, don't give you tilak of the kingdom, then who could? It is said to be Tulsi Das rubbed sandalwood, and that applies to this time. In fact, Ram is Shiv Baba, and it is not a question of rubbering sandalwood. Internally, let your intellect remembers the Father and your inheritance. Forget the land of Maya. There are a lot of sorrow in that. This is a graveyard. Remember sweet Baba and sweet land of the peace. This world is to be end. About bombs etc. will be dropped. All the buildings will be fall. Everyone has to be die. All the rubbish has to be destroyed. Deities cannot leave the rubbish. Before people invoke the Lakshmi, then clean everything. Before Lakshmi and Narayan come, the full world is come to clean and the land of destroy. Then the deities should come. They will come and build their palaces. Bombay wasn't so long at that time. It is just a small village. Look what is the now become, and it will become like it was the other land. It's not remain in the golden age. There wasn't any villages here, salt water. They exist sweet rivers. Then gradually expansion should be takes place. Madras etc. did not exist there. They have to live in the rivers of the Varandan and Gokul etc. The palace and paradises are shown there. You know that you have to come here to change from the ordinary humans into Narayan. Don't simply say humans and deities. There is the full kingdom of the deities who have come into the claim of the kingdom. This is called Raj Yoga. This is not a yoga to become the subjects. We will make efforts and climb the Sun dynasty freedom from the father. Ask the child of every day. You have to made any mistakes today? Did you cause sorrow to anyone? Did you have any disservice? Don't become the tired after doing just a little service. You could say that what has been you through the daytime. If you tell a lie, you fall. Nothing can be remain hidden from Shiv Baba. Don't think that no one is watching. Shiv Baba could quickly know everything. They could destroy themselves for any nothing. You could speak to truth only when you will be continue to dance in the golden age. Those who are the truth dancers, you should remain very cheerful and happy. Just look at the hundreds of and wife. One of them has the sovereignty of the heaven in his and here fortune, and perhaps the another one does not. Some have the fortune of the both of them, trying this bond of the going and sitting on the pyre of the knowledge together. You children know that the biography of the Mother Jagadamba. No one else will be believed in the 84 births. They have portrayed her into the many arms. So people think that she is deity beyond birth and death. However, the image is in that human being. No one can have the many arms. They have ever portrayed Vishnu and 4 arms to show the family path. Here, human beings only in the 2 arms. People have to be shown Narayan with the 4 arms and Lakshmi with 2 arms. In some places, they have shown Lakshmi with 4 arms. They shown Narayan dark and Lakshmi fair. They don't know the reason for that all. You have to know that when the deity souls can be beauty sat at the pyre of the lust and copper is, they become ugly. The Father now comes and change them into the ugly to make them beautiful. Acha, to the sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and the good morning from the mother and father Bap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharana. First point. Remember sweet Baba and sweet land of peace. Remove this land of Maya from your intellect. Second point. Never become tired of doing service in order to become the part of rosary of victory. Serve tireless. Remain honesty and truly to the Shiv Baba. Don't make any mistake. Don't cause anyone sorrow. Blessing. May you be the imbibe of the blessings who experience the incorporeal of the object in the corporeal from the through the lesson of one. Simply make the lesson of the egg fire and the please of the bestower of the blessings. Then from the Amrit Vela until night time, you will continue to do sustain while you move along with fly with the blessings in every action you perform without your daily timetable. This lesson of one is the one strength and the one support. Ek tal ek bharosa. The one direction being constant and stable and having the love of the solitude. The Father loves with the egg. Those who make this lesson of the one from the never experience any difficulty. Such blessed souls receive especially blessings, and this is why it is through they experience the incorporeal and awake in the corporeal form. Slogan. Instead of forming your stays by staying away from others, become a support for everyone. Om Shanti.